Running a second YouTube channel means producing more scripts, more shoots, and more edits. But treating a new channel as a simple content expansion ignores the structural reality of what happens when that system collapses. On the back end, launching a secondary channel is a major infrastructure expansion. You are attaching a completely new set of liabilities to your existing digital footprint. YouTube's default setup features a single central Google account at the top, with every channel branching directly underneath. Analytics and permissions flow through this node. This makes switching effortless. But if one subnode gets flagged, the damage travels up and cascades down to everything else. This creates a single point of failure. A community guideline strike or severe copyright claim on a small, experimental secondary channel can result in a total ban across your entire Google account, wiping out your primary revenue stream instantly. Selecting a multi-channel management system is not a matter of technical preference. It is a strict calculation of how much liability you are willing to expose your main channel to. This matrix compares the 3 distinct ways to build your channel infrastructure. We start with YouTube's native solution, brand accounts. A brand account is a secondary YouTube channel that shares a single login with your primary Google account. Setting one up requires 0 outside tools. You simply click Create a new channel from your existing studio dashboard. Operationally, this allows for instantaneous switching. You navigate between your main channel and a secondary channel using a single drop-down menu without ever typing in a new password. But this method provides 0 back-end isolation. In Google's database, these channels are permanently tethered together as one user entity. You secure maximum operational convenience, but accept a total guarantee that a suspension on one channel results in a cascade ban across all of them. The first step toward actual account separation relies on dedicated Chrome profiles. Instead of linking channels to one login, you create entirely distinct Google accounts and assign each one to its own isolated browser window. This establishes strict visual boundaries. You can load separate analytics dashboards side by side without the data bleeding over, and the physical separation drastically reduces the chance of accidentally uploading a video to the wrong channel. The architectural vulnerability still exists underneath. Despite using separate logins, both browser windows broadcast the exact same IP address and hardware fingerprint to Google's servers. Because those hardware signals match, Google's backend maps these supposedly separate accounts directly back to the exact same human operator. Chrome profiles effectively eliminate manual user errors, but they provide absolutely 0 protection against an algorithmically linked systemic ban. For high liability assets, you need the enterprise-grade architecture shown in our final column, Cloud Browser Profiles. This method utilizes third-party sandboxing tools like Sendwin to run persistent encrypted browser sessions. A persistent session means the browser environment lives completely off your local device and maintains its state in the cloud. This setup achieves total air-gapped isolation. Every channel you manage is assigned a unique IP address and a distinctly fabricated device fingerprint. Achieving this strict digital partition introduces unavoidable monthly software costs and adds daily friction to your logging workflow. Cloud browsers are not built for convenience. They function as a mandatory insurance policy against catastrophic cross-contamination. Back-end technical architecture protects your assets from termination, but front-end content strategy is what actually grows them. Creators routinely launch multiple channels that target heavily overlapping audience demographics or closely related sub-niches. This chart tracks 2 distinct audience growth curves. When your topics overlap, you create artificial self-competition. You force your own videos to fight each other for the exact same impressions within YouTube's recommendation engine. Channel expansion requires strictly partitioned content pillars. Each channel must serve a distinct viewer intent. Building a flawless, air-gapped technical infrastructure offers no advantage if your content strategy cannibalizes your organic growth. This flowchart is a decision framework that maps your back-end architecture directly to your financial stakes. The casual optimizer is a creator launching a secondary hobby channel. Their path leads directly to native brand accounts. The professional independent is a full-time creator spinning off a monetized vertical. Their path leads to Chrome profiles. The agency manager is a business handling accounts they do not own. Their path requires cloud browsers. The casual optimizer should accept the risk of a linked ban. The financial stakes are low enough that the benefit of a zero-cost, frictionless setup outweighs the danger. The professional independent prioritizes organization. They need the clear visual boundaries and separate analytics dashboards of Chrome profiles to prevent costly manual upload errors. The agency manager must view the cost of cloud browsers as a non-negotiable business expense. They cannot afford the liability of crossing client data or risking a multi-brand ban. There is no universally perfect setup for managing multiple channels. You choose the architecture that accurately scales with your specific level of risk.